Hey there, gentlemen. Happy Friday again to you. I hope you had a great week and I hope you have an even better weekend. Five keys to a healthy body and mind, plus the fragrance of the week right after this intro. Hey there again. I'm your guide, R.D. Smith, for this week's health. We're going to be talking about health, guys, today. 5 keys to a healthy mind and body, and the fragrance for the week. And the fragrance for the week is this. Oh, I love this thing. This is Pour on Home Decorum for men. I got put onto this by Mr. Kevin Samuels, the late great Kevin Samuels himself. I was watching one of his fragrance broadcasts and I saw him talk about this and I said, you know what? He was really high on this. I need to try this for myself. Now, I'm going to share this with you. I actually want to promote this cologne for our older gentlemen because I think it is very, very mature. It was made around 1936. It's been around a long time. It's not easy to find. You have to go on the internet. Actually, I had to buy this off of the internet. Let me see if you can see that even better here. I had to buy this off of the internet here and to test it out because I had never smelled it before. And it has like 3 major notes in it, and I really like it. It's lavender, vanilla, and a little bit of musk. When you spray it on, it's very musky at first. And let me just smell it real quick because I love it. It's very mature. And after a while, you'll get the musk and the vanilla comes in, and at the end, the third note that's really strong. Now, there's other notes, but these are the major ones to me. You have a note of lavender, which I love the smell of lavender, and that carries with you on lightly on your skin throughout the day. It really lasts a long time. I was surprised it lasts anywhere from 7 to 8 hours, of course, depending on the chemistry of your body, and I enjoy it. I don't use it as much as I would like to because it's not that easy to get. You have to search for it. Matter of fact, I had to search for it online just to find it. I thought I could find it on Amazon, but I searched and searched. I couldn't do that. So I had to get it from another place. It escapes me what site I got it from, but gentlemen, you could find it yourself if you're interested. But older gentlemen from the ages of, I would say late 60s to going to your 70s and up, this is a good everyday cologne. Even young guys, you could wear it, but it's very, very mature. It's not like some of our other colognes, but it's very mature, very simple. And I think for an older gentleman, you would really appreciate this, okay? Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our topic for today. I'm excited to talk about this, something I wanted to talk about for a few weeks, dealing with health. One of the major things that men we deal with is our health and our mental health, our body health and our mental health. And those things are important because if we don't maintain that, it doesn't matter what our fashion is. It doesn't matter what our relationships are because we're not going to be around for it. Unfortunately, and I mentioned Mr. Kevin Samuels, the late great Kevin Samuels before, you know, he died of a massive heart attack at the age of about 53. And it's sad because he's such a powerful influence in my life, in my wife's life, and other people that I know. And he would, to me, he was cut short too soon. And there's some things probably if he could have done again, he would have to take care of his body better. He looked fine, but a lot of times, gentlemen, we look fine on the outside, but on the inside, there's something going on. Our body is tearing itself apart, and we have to be better stewards, I would say, of this body, this house that we live in. So the first thing I want to talk about, the 5 keys to maintaining a healthy body and mind, is your mindset, okay? Your mindset. Your mindset is to me, the most important thing you need to get together at the beginning, before you get into any dieting, before you get into any exercise, anything of that nature. You need to have the right mindset. You need to have a mindset that is set to take care of yourself. So this doesn't become a fad for you. So this doesn't become something that, today, gone tomorrow. This has to become a lifestyle. We're going to talk about real quickly how to set your mind. Before that, I wanted you to see some statistics that I pulled up. I'm going to take you to the other screen real quick. And right here, there is, let me scroll in for you. This is from the National Health and Nutrition Examination from survey from 2015 to 2016. Of course, I got this off of blackdemographics.com. That's my go-to site. They have so much information there. It's like one-stop shopping. So I get a lot of information there on that. Here you'll see, this is the obesity, if you follow my cursor, the obesity percent by race and sex, age 20 and over, men, of course, in the blue, and women are in the red. So if you look at the obesity chart here, for the black community, 37% of black men are obese, and a whopping 55% of black women are obese. Look at the Hispanic, all my Hispanic viewers. You're at 43. This is in 2015 to 2016. 43% of Hispanic men are obese. 51% of Hispanic women are obese. Our white community, you guys are tied. That's amazing. 38% and 38%. And then the smallest people that we have in demographics here is the Asian people. 10% of the men are obese and 15% of the women are obese. They are winning over there. And a lot of it has to do with your mindset. Okay. So we're going to talk about that first. Let's deal with the mindset. Let's deal with that. What do we have to do to get our mindset? So the first key, the first thing that we need to do is define what is mindset. So a mindset is a set of ideas that affect how you see society and yourself. Okay, it dictates your mindset. Okay, it dictates how you process information, control your emotions, and respond to any given situation. Okay, so your mindset course is a set of ideas and beliefs, and that's how you will function in society. What you believe, your ideas, how you think about things. This is something that any human being is going to have, whether you're a man or woman, is going to deal with. But some of these mindsets are detrimental to your health. And one of the mindsets that you may have, and there's two specific mindsets that we have. One is fixed and one is growth. Now, a fixed mindset is the idea or belief that your ability to change your social and economic situation is not possible. Meaning, this is what I was born with. I can't do any better. My parents did this. My grandmama did this, my granddaddy. And this is just me, and this is how it is. You have a mixed mindset. You can't grow. You can't move forward. You're stuck. Okay, you're in a rut. Okay, the second one is a growth mindset. And this is very healthy. A growth mindset is the idea and the belief that you are not limited by your social or economic situation. So it doesn't matter who came before you. It doesn't matter who your ancestors were, your grandmother, your grandfather. You can change your own circumstances. Okay. And this is something that you have to do in your mindset. You have to change your mindset. Now, the problem with mindsets, and everybody has this, and your body has this as well, is a set point. A set point is where you tend to go back to because that's your comfortable area. Now, we're going to talk about the mind first. We'll talk about later episodes about the set point in your body when we get into some of these other points. And I don't want to share with you. I want you to come back and tell you what the other four are. But the first one, of course, is mindset. And you have a set point. You have a point in your mind where you always come back to be comfortable, to be somebody to just be, if you will, at peace with yourself. You don't want to push yourself. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. You don't want to get up early. You don't want to work late. You just want to be average. And that's your mindset. If you want anything better in life, gentlemen, you have to change your set point. We've all had to do it. I had to do it. In order for me to be successful as I am, I had to change my set point. I had to stop thinking like I was in a poor man, that I could do no better. I was in poverty. Look, I started out on welfare. I had welfare. I had food stamps when they were actually food stamps, not a EBT card. You know, I had to deal with those things as well. And I got to the point where I did not want that anymore. Now that was economics, okay? And then my social life, I was like, you know, I don't want to live in this area. I don't want to live in the hood. I want to be in a nice suburban area. And I was able to do that because I had to change my mindset. Later on, I was an athlete always growing up. And later on, I got out of that. I think I told you before, I had suffered 3 heart attacks back about 5 years ago, 2017. And because I had my mindset had got back to being complacent, my set point went back to for some reason, way back to not exercising. I got depressed, maybe. I don't know what it was. And I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do for this body, this house that we live in. And I had to change my mindset. So today, you know, I exercise a lot. I exercise minimum 4 times a week. I do everything that I have to do to maintain it. But I had to change my mindset first. And a lot of times, gentlemen, what we do is we try to get into these fads, these diets, these you know, we get into these exercises, 90-day this, you know, 100-day that, and then we start it and we stop. Why? Because our mind hasn't been changed. You have to do exercises in your mind. You have to see yourself the way you want to be. You have to see yourself on the top and not the bottom. You have to see yourself at the front and not the back. You have to see yourself that way, and you have to set your mind that way. And then once you set your mind to do something, we call it having a vision. Once you have the vision to do what you want to do, then you proceed. You have to do some internal work first. Step 1 to these keys is you have to do some internal work first in your mind. Get your mindset right. Look, if you're obese, if you're in these categories that we looked at, if you're black man, if you're part of the 37%, Hispanic man, if you're part of the 43%, hey, you have to do something. You have to change some habits that you have in life. You got to change the way you think. You got to change the way you process things. You got to change your ideas and your beliefs about yourself. Mindset. So gentlemen, this week I want you to do some exercises with me. If you're a believer, if you believe in the Bible, get into the Word of God. Get into the Word about renewing your mind. If you're not a believer in anything like that, get some self-help books on setting your mind. There's plenty of wonderful books out there that can help you set your mind. And then once you get that mindset, once you get that together, then proceed. And we'll come back next week, guys, and we'll talk about what's the second key to a healthy body and mind. We'll deal with this because listen, I love this part. Once you get your body and together, your mind is healthy already. Okay, so good. I'm so glad to be with you again. I hope you enjoyed this week's. I wasn't before you long. I never want to be too long with you guys, but I hope you enjoyed that. You learned a little bit. Hey, come back next week for number 2, and I'll share that with you. And we'll also have the fragrance for the week. Hey guys, I'll see you again next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.